Oh, it's my wire. It's like hitting the
I
sides of my
just hope I
face.
don't wake anyone up.
Oh, don't worry. We're just chilling.
Eh.
Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my talk show. I'm your host, That One Rebel, and it's my talk show, Late Night Rebel, and we have our special guest here, Lumex. How you doing?
Hi, Dingen. So yeah, happy
So,
to be here.
yeah, thanks. So, to start this interview, what's the best way to describe yourself? You know, if people don't know who you are. How would you describe yourself
Um,
to people if they never met you before?
um, Normally I am a hyperactive memer which laughs like a guinea pig.
Oh yeah,
I feel like, yeah, yeah.
you have index, by the way.
Hmm?
Do you have
Yeah.
index? Yeah, it's like counting your videos. How did you actually end up in VR chat? Like, how did you end up playing VR chat? Was it because of a YouTuber, a
Oh.
streamer? Did you watch a video? Did you randomly just stumble upon this game? What's the story?
So it was like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it was when PewDiePie actually did his first video on
Okay.
VRChat about like the knuckles and everything. And I was back then like just had a pretty old PC that couldn't handle much.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just in desktop mode. I was lucky that I met like really nice people at first because otherwise I would have probably not continued playing this if I met like toxic people at first. But
Uh-huh.
um yeah,
Okay.
it was yeah,
PewDiePie. Okay,
nice.
that's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I usually like to ask that question because finding out how people play VRChat, or like how they found out about VRChat, it's usually from YouTubers. So you played
Mhm.
because of PewDiePie. That's interesting because PewDiePie did make a few videos, not a whole lot. The one funny thing about PewDiePie
Yeah.
when he plays VRChat, he uses the teleportation. He doesn't actually move around like a normal
Yeah.
person, which is really weird. Maybe one day, when he comes back, someone needs to tell him, "Yo, PewDiePie, switch your settings, bro," and he'll be like, "Oh my God, what?" Anyway, so did you start in desktop or VR?
I started in desktop and late um 2018 basically I got VR through a friend
Okay.
who switched to Vive, so he gave me his old Oculus basically
Mhm.
because I was not able to afford it myself because I have to afford stuff myself to like
Okay.
stuff like this. So uh basically I had like the Oculus and I didn't have a gaming PC, so I had to use my brother's PC
Mhm.
upstairs. So I did had like a tiny time slot where I could actually play when he was basically at work or out
Yeah.
like not there.
Mhm.
So it was hard to get on VR, but when I did, it was always nice. So yeah.
What was the first thing you did when you got VR? Like, what's the first? Did you head pat somebody? Did you give them a hug? Did you punch someone in the face? Like, what did you do?
Um. So the first thing I did was dab.
Stab.
um. Yeah, and then the whole week I just went in Publix because back like in not so full Publix it wasn't like flooded and stuff.
Yeah,
I just went in random pugs and head petted people. People actually got annoyed by the fact of how much I head petted them.
yeah.
But yeah.
Damn. Too many head pats. Interesting. Um. Well, how long did it take you to get full body then?
I have full body for half a year now, I think.
Okay.
Um so yeah, took a bit.
I mean, took me 2 years.
Yeah, I was lucky with stream, so
Okay. So how did you end up starting to stream VR chat? Were you streaming before VR chat? Did you start because of VR chat? Like, how did that process go for you?
um, so basically, I was before just in the friend circles I met later,
Okay.
like I think start of 2019, like a bit before, I think. When she used to still do the murder
Yeah.
maps and stuff. Uh, so then I kind of got into the friend circle and stuff, and like was like really, I used to make me models back then, and avatars in general. So I kind of liked to entertain people, and when I was younger, I actually like looked up to YouTubers and stuff and wanted to do that, but um, ended up through friends actually like making me basically start to stream. I started to stream and it went well, so yeah. I'm really happy about that.
Okay, that's interesting. So, what kind of meme avatars did you make? Was it like for your friends, or was it, I'm kind of curious what kind of memes you made.
um it was basically just um I made two ninja models, but the most I did of a model was basically a rubber chicken, and use songs made by that rubber chicken and put it on it. I had three different versions, and I basically like came up with a like way to perform it on the spot
Yeah.
and try to like make people laugh with it. And I did that with an automaton as well. Uh, my first model though was basically just a phone where I had GNOME and like the basic stuff to troll people on it,
Hmm.
just to try out how it works and stuff. But after that, I just went to like sounds and like basically movements.
Okay.
That's basically what I did.
Interesting. So, when you said ninja, do you mean like ninja as in the, like Fortnite ninja, or are you talking about some other
Yeah,
ninja? So,
a
what?
Fortnite ninja.
Okay. Interesting. Because I remember back then there was some ninja Fortnite avatars, or was it the one that like spawned like the giant like battle bus and would scream at like, you know,
Mm.
some weird stuff going on there. So here's a question: why does everyone call you the guinea pig? What's up with that? What's with the nickname?
It's because of my laugh that um
All
I
right.
developed
Mm.
basically like I sound like a guinea pig basically when I laugh, but I'm trying not to laugh like that because it's late, so it's hard to really demonstrate. Um, but basically, when I laugh a lot, I sound like guinea pig. Radian was actually the first one who kind of like clipped it and then put
Okay.
it on the soundboard, and that kind of like went overboard. That a friend of mine made remixes of it, and I got bullied by soundboard penguins basically through it. So
Oh yeah,
yeah.
those soundboards. Yes.
mm,
How do you feel about people clipping you and then playing it back of your
um.
laugh, or?
Well, I used to get a bit annoyed by it after a while because it used to be played like a whole lot, like every day, like constantly.
Yeah.
But now I'm just too used to it,
Mhm.
so I don't really mind that much. Except like some stuff, like when it's taken out of context, like my friend who actually records what I say in VR chat off stream as well and then plays it. But yeah, yeah, it's okay. I don't get that annoyed by it anymore.
Have you ever laughed so hard that you have passed out?
Yes,
Has that
I
happened
used to do
recently
it a lot.
in VR chat?
Um, uh, Let me start from the beginning. So basically, when I started laughing, when I laugh, it's basically hard for me to breathe really.
Okay, yeah.
Um, so I used to laugh a lot constantly and not get enough air. So I used to pass out. Um, I'm getting better at it though, and I haven't passed out that much recently. In the last month, I think I passed out like maybe 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
So that's way of an improvement than back then, where I used to pass out like 5 times a week,
Oh my,
every day,
that's
basically. So
crazy.
yeah,
What?
cause yeah, but it didn't do any damage to me really.
That's good at
So
least.
yeah, mm,
So, another question I have here. Who inspires or what inspires you to keep streaming and to create, avatars and memes? What keeps you going?
I actually stopped with the meme avatars. I actually
Okay.
stopped doing them,
Or streaming.
because I used to do, yeah, um, basically streaming. That's just the fact that I enjoy it a lot and
Mm-hmm.
that I'm happy that I can make people happy with just like entertaining them. And yeah, um, that's basically what keeps me going. My community that like keeps enjoying what I do.
You ever had any struggles as a streamer or streaming VR chat, particularly? Like struggles as in like,
Uh,
issues with people in game or like outside things with your internet,
mm-hmm.
or, you know, haters and stuff.
I had a bunch of internet issues once when there was construction made outside of my house, and
Yeah.
also recently, like 2 days ago, because of weather outside, I
Yeah.
only could connect to my Wi-Fi,
Mm-hmm.
so I could not really play VR chat. Well, I could have, and I did, but it wasn't that interesting in my opinion.
Okay.
So I played some other games as well. I did have some people of my old friend group early on when I used to stream Unity
Mm-hmm.
um, come up and kind of be mean towards me,
Okay.
but that hasn't happened in a while. So yeah.
Why were people being mean to you? What did you do to them? Any
Um,
ideas?
it was back then basically like because I got commissions from the avatars, and basically they
Oh,
were kind of like, I don't know why they were so rude about it, but yeah,
jealous?
it was
They're
basically
just
about
like,
that.
what the hell?
So,
You're getting commissions and
but I talked to the person about it, and we're cool now. So
oh, okay, that's
yeah.
that's good at least. Okay. What's something that you would like to see in VR chat? So, think of like a feature that hasn't been added to VR chat. What's something that like, man, I really wish this was in VR chat. I really wish that, oh, this is a cool feature I really always wanted,
Hmm.
or it could be something that's broken that you want fixed because you did make avatars. You don't really do it anymore, like you said, the meme avatars. But
Uh,
is there any issues or things like, man, I really wish this was fixed or like added into the game?
um. Well, I feel like there should be more public avatar slots, where
Okay.
you can favorite them, and also the IK. But that's
Yeah, it's
basically being worked
2018.
on
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, I can't think of anything right now.
Okay. So, who? Okay. Out of so you said you were friends with Ladle, and that's what inspired you to do a lot of the memes and all that stuff. So, is there anyone else that inspired you? Like, do you like when do you stream in the morning? Do you stream at night? What's your schedule like
Um,
in terms of streaming?
my streaming schedule is mostly like um more like around midday towards evening.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the fact that uh I have school still, because I'm still pretty young. So I don't have that much time actually to stream, but I try to make space still.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
You mean like college, university?
Nope. You would, I think, say it at high school.
Oh, okay.
Like that's kind of. Yeah.
Whenever someone says school, I always think I automatically just assume a high school or college, university, because I'm in college.
Mm.
Anyway, so about your avatar. So the one that obviously you have your own avatar here. Did you make this? Is it your own character, your own OC, I guess, right? How would you describe your own character?
Yeah.
Like,
Um.
how'd you come up with it?
Basically, I found the head base
Mm-hmm.
on DeviantArt, basically.
Okay.
Um, but like I was just looking for something that like would fit to me, I guess. Like that would be me. So I found it and like kind of messed with
Mm-hmm.
textures a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And put it on a different body base, and it seemed to really stick. I have different versions of it. I have a new version of the character, but it's still like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
unsure about it. So,
Oh, okay. So I don't want to assume here, but I'm assuming you're well, I guess I am now, but you're like an elf girl, like that's the
yeah.
type of vibe. Okay, I was thinking. So obviously in VR chat, a lot of people would play the the Wolf Boys and the Cat Girls and stuff like that. So what draws you to being an elf in VR chat? That's a little more I would say unique or a little different.
I mean, I went through a lot. Like, I still go through a lot of public worlds and go through avatars and
Yeah.
like kind of see what I like. And I used to be drawn to a lot of like elf girl avatars. So I was like,
Okay.
why not get one myself, you know? So yeah, I also like Neko or like wolf girl avatars. So the new one actually has like
Mhm.
still elf ears, but like also like the laid back ears that have been popping off on a lot of avatars.
Mm.
So
I gotcha. Why the color pink, and like black and gray? Is that like a color scheme?
I guess it just sticked
Okay.
basically from trying out.
Okay. Have you attended any conventions before, like any like anime expos, local conventions, TwitchCon? Do you have plans of attending any TwitchCon or PAX or anything like that in the future?
I went to Gamescom
Okay.
the last 2 years in a row with my dad,
Mhm.
basically due to the fact that he plays on the PS4 a lot of like tank games.
Oh, he
So
plays
he went
games.
there with his
Nice.
clan mates and took me along. But I'm planning to maybe next year go to TwitchCon because this year I won't be able to make it due to the fact that it's in my exam time.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
You mean TwitchCon EU or TwitchCon NA? 'Cause there's two different ones.
EU.
Okay, so that's the one in Amsterdam this year. I don't know
Ye-
what's gonna be in next year, but probably sometime. I mean, I think wasn't last year's TwitchCon in like Germany, I think? I'm not too sure. I think it was somewhere around there. I never
Uh,
actually attended any of them. I just was
no,
remembering.
yeah. I think last year was Germany.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, your dad's a gamer. Nice. My dad's not a gamer. None of my parents are. They're just like, video games, that's a waste of time. I'm like, okay. Uh,
Yeah.
do you do Twitch and stuff? Is that like I don't say it's like a full-time job for you, but is it just like a hobby? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is
Um.
this for fun? Is it a hobby? Is it a career that you want to do?
It is currently, I guess, a hobby. I'm learning to be a graphic designer, but
Okay.
if Twitch goes better, I would consider doing it as a career because I do enjoy it and would do it daily if I could.
Mm-hmm. So that means you're an artist. Do you draw like emotes and art, or what kind of stuff do you like to do?
Uh, I used to draw. I still am like text for my text
Mm-hmm.
for,
Model.
sorry. I don't text for it completely. I edit text first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I just basically want to learn a lot more. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
learning. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, what makes you feel inspired to continue on with your career choice and streaming? Like, is it your friends? Is it the viewers? What keeps you inspired to, like, I need to keep streaming. I want to keep going and reach your goals. What really inspires you to keep going? Is it people that you hang out with every day to push you along and be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's hit these goals. What inspires you?
It is on one side my viewer base, and of course my close friends and family as
Mhm.
well. Basically, like my family is supportive, but they also don't quite understand it. So it's mostly like my friends and viewers that like keep me going and
Okay.
make me able to continue.
At least you have parents that kind of understand what you're doing. My parents don't know what the hell I'm doing. They're like, "What is he doing, dude? He's just sitting in his chair with his VR headset on, and he looks like some anime girl. I don't understand. They don't even know what anime
Mm.
is. Like, you're one of those cartoons. I don't. What's going on?" Um, what is something you miss about the old VR chat that no longer exists in the current day?
Oh God, I'll have to think about that. It's been so long.
You can take your time. I can say something
Um,
if you need some time.
I feel like it's a bit less friendly when it comes to public worlds,
Yeah, I can agree on
like than
that.
it used to be.
Yeah.
It's also not as safe as it used to be. You have to be careful around everything. You have to have safety settings on. There used to be no safety settings at all.
Mhm.
And mostly what I miss back then is just like the memories I made with old friends, because there were just amazing memories as well with my old friend group
Mhm.
that sadly doesn't really play that much anymore.
Do you miss the Knuckles?
Oh boy. Um, on one half I do, on the other half I don't, because when I did start, I was really anxious. I was shy. I didn't talk a lot.
Okay.
And back then, I used to just go into a public world and try to find people, like it by just being quiet as well. And there used to be a lot of knuckles after, like just clicking their tongue and going after me. It was
Mhm.
stressful. That's how I'm gonna describe it. Um, Now, like back then, I wouldn't have wanted them back at all, but now, like, I kind of miss it. Like, it's kind of like
Yeah.
fun in a way still.
Mhm. Let me check that real
So,
quick.
hmm
It's nobody important. Sorry. Sometimes the phone rings, you know. Dumb
yeah.
telemarketer shit. Anyway, I can agree to a degree, like about like missing the knuckles. I mean, at first I found it to be funny, but over time it kind of got like annoying because like every time I would join a public
Mm,
world, I'd be like, oh, there's 20 people in this world, and I would join. It's like literally 80% like knuckles, like surrounding like two
yeah.
people, and I'm just like, oh. So like anytime I would try to like
Oh,
go to a lobby, that would happen.
uh, I just got reminded of something. One time, do you remember the bowling world? The old
Yeah,
world bowling world
still
where
around. Yeah.
everyone used to be? Yeah. Um, I remember one time I was basically the only, like one of the only people who weren't Knuckles in that world, and the world was almost filled to the brim.
Oh yeah.
I was just in a tiny Kana, like model, was just like
Mhm.
in the corner, basically, just chilling, just like looking around, and then like a horde of Knuckles come towards me and be like, "Are you the queen?" And then I didn't know how to fucking react. So they started spitting on me and calling me fake queen and non-believer,
Uh-huh.
and started running after me. So
Yeah,
yeah,
those are the days.
that's something that happened. Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Publix, so when you go to, do you still go to Publix like to this day? Like, do you still go, or you just hang out with your friends and stuff?
Um, I used to do it a lot when I first started like streaming in
Yep.
VR and full body a lot more than I do now. Um, because of the fact that over the year that almost a year that I've streamed now, it got worse.
Mm-hmm.
I still sometimes go into public worlds. I made an alt as well, just to like chill and like relax as well in public worlds.
Yeah.
Uh, so sometimes, but barely nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I just chill in like a small circle of friends mostly. Or in friends worlds due to the fact that recently there have been also avatar yoinkers going
Yeah.
around.
Yeah. A lot of people going around stealing people's hard work and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll see people being monk and TOS and saying the bad stuff, the bad words. Have you ever encountered anyone being creepy and stuff like that in VR chat in Publix? Because I've started encountering doing that because of this avatar.
Oh boy.
That sigh sounds like it.
uh, um, a lot more than I'd like to admit.
Oh.
Yeah. Um. The thing is, they weren't like pushed away by my age either, so
Oh
that
no.
wasn't good. I just yeeted after that.
That's not good.
So, yeah.
Oof.
That's
Yeah.
why I basically started going into male avatars and going into public worlds back then.
That
Because I did
sucks.
not get like talked
Uh-huh.
to at all.
Imagine playing a
And if I
video
did, I
game.
just pretended to be a buff guy.
Yeah. Imagine playing a video game and you have to like hide your gender. Like you can't tell people I'm actually a girl. You know, like
Yeah.
that's the society we live in today. Like
Mm.
I th-
Even though,
yeah. Like what?
uh, even the even though if I just go into a basic public avatar, like girl avatar,
Yeah.
people will automatically assume full body, mute, because I'm mostly mute, trap. Trap 100%. And yeah, that's also something that's I guess good
Mm.
in a way.
If you want to take that as a good thing, then sure, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I go to Publix and it's kind of funny where like I don't talk for a minute just to see what happens if I don't talk and say anything, and I
Mm,
just stand there in full body. People are like, "Damn,
mm.
that girl's thick as hell yeah!" And then like I'm like, "Yo, what's up, bitch?" And they're just like, "Oh shit." They're like, "What the hell?" So yeah, I made you laugh. Nice. I remember that laugh. Anyway, another question. What's your expectations for VR chat in 2020, if you have any? Like, what do you think is gonna happen this year?
Hopefully 100% the DIK being fixed,
Okay.
and maybe maybe something with like I don't know.
What you thinking?
I mm, maybe they do more with like the avatar menus, because avatars, like when you try to select your own avatars, it sometimes like bugs, at least when you have a
Oh
bunch
yeah, yeah.
of random stuff.
They did
Yeah.
say they're gonna do something
So
called
I hope they kind of
Avatars
fix that.
2.0. They're gonna do something called Avatars
Mm-hmm.
2.0. I don't know idea what that is, but they said they're gonna do something. So I think they're fixing or they're redoing the UI. I don't know when. Some
Mm-hmm.
point in time they're working on it. Uh, when Udon comes out, what is a world you want to be created or a game mode? So if you don't know what Udon is, pretty much it's like developer tools and how to make worlds. So Think of it like you can make if Udon, you can make like any game mode. So someone just recently made a Portal level in VR chat using Udon.
Who?
So if you can make Portal, you can basically make like Counter-Strike or whatever you can think of. So what is something that maybe you want made with Udon, like a dream game or something?
Um. Hmm. I'll have to think about that because I don't really play that many games. And phew, I don't know, maybe like a better type of shooter that's like better with like IK in
Okay.
tracking,
Mm.
because like with murder maps and stuff, there's always delay and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That definitely is gonna happen. There's definitely gonna be some better IK, and when you shoot guns and stuff, should feel a lot better. Because sometimes, excuse me, sometimes when you shoot a gun, it doesn't like register when you hit somebody. So I know what you're talking about. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty crappy. That's why a
Yeah.
lot of people don't go play game modes in VR chat right now. Especially like Battle Disc, it's so broken. Like you throw the disc at a person and it just goes right through them. You're just like, oh, okay,
I haven't played that in years.
yeah, literally,
Uh,
it's broken.
I just lost interest in it because I was always bad at it.
You ever
I didn't
play?
know it was broken.
You know, there's a new game mode in Battle Disc called Spleef or Squeef or whatever it's called.
No idea.
Okay, there's a
Haven't
new.
touched it in
Okay, well,
like a year and a
there's
half.
a game mode that they added like last year called Spleef. It's like Minecraft where you like instead of hit the play, you hit the floor and then it deletes it. So then you keep deleting the floor. That thing, yeah.
Oh,
Well, I think a lot of people know it from
that
Minecraft.
sounds nice.
Yeah. So instead of hitting the plays, you hit the floor, and then eventually all the floor is gone, and
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway, what is something that people seem to misunderstood about you? Or get the wrong idea about you when they first meet you?
Um, uh, mm, Mostly my age,
Okay, what do people assume? Like,
I
or
feel like. They mostly think I'm like 20, 18,
okay,
even though I'm 15, almost 16.
okay,
So, yeah. Um, and I feel like, I don't know. I don't think people assume that much about me, but I'm not sure exactly.
I assume you're a hamster.
So,
Got him. Uh, what is okay? What do you wish you had known when you started out in VR chat? So what's something that you wish that you knew, you could tell yourself like 2 years ago about VR chat? Like something that like, oh man, I really wish I
um,
knew this 2 years ago.
not really much, except maybe that just hold on, like, because I was really desperate to get VR. I was gonna
Mhm.
like wait till I'm 18 and
Mhm.
like just spend all the money I'm getting then to
Yep.
get VR.
Mhm.
I would have told myself to just be patient. I
Okay.
would have also told myself to not take breaks because in 2018 or 19, I'm not exactly sure. I think 18 still. I took a bunch of breaks,
Uh
which
huh.
I now regret because I could have hung out with my old friend group a lot more.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Okay. I think for me, it would just been rebranding or sooner. I used to play as a guy in VR chat for a year and a half, and I would I'd do an accent
Mhm.
and everything. I don't know if you knew me back
I
then.
think I actually remember that because I kind of knew you a bit from Ladle
Okay. Yeah, I used to
back then.
play
Yeah.
as that guy character. I was like, "What's up, brother?" So if I was to tell myself, I would have said like, "Hey, just become a waifu like a lot sooner, dude. It's worth it in the long run." So that's what I would have told myself. Because I was just stubborn.
Mhm.
I kept up the character purely just for a gag, like a recurring joke. But
Mhm.
it wasn't fun for me after a while. Like it got real boring real quick. And then anytime that I didn't do the character, people would yell at me and be like, "Why aren't you playing as the character? Why aren't you doing the voice, the accent?" So I was like,
Yeah,
shit. So I got stuck in that
that's
sort of loop.
understandable.
Yeah. We'll start taking questions in the chat now. So if anyone has any questions from Lumax or I, we'll start taking questions. So yeah, I've been reading the chat the entire time. I just obviously I can't just like randomly start saying things when you're talking. You know what I mean? But now I will take questions in the chat. The brokenness of Battle Disc was fun to watch. Yeah, I mean, well, whenever I played Battle Disc, and when it was broken, you would have to like throw the disc not at the person. You throw like at a random wall and you just randomly
Mm,
kill them. It made no
uh,
sense.
yeah, because the hitbox would just lag behind them
Yeah.
basically as well. I used to. The only time I really played Battle this was in desktop mode, and that was
Oh
basically just
no.
basically trying to move your mouse as fast as possible and
Yeah,
just clicking.
I remember that.
It was funny but interesting at the same time.
Holy says, Lumax, do you own a guinea pig IRL?
No, I don't. I actually don't own any pets. I used to own like goldfish, but other than that, my apartment don't allow really pets.
Even guinea pigs? What?
Uh,
They're in a cage.
Also, my mom doesn't really
Oh, okay.
like animals.
Makes sense. Are
Yeah.
you really a hamster? That's what Dead Guy says.
Guinea pig?
Yeah, nice try. He failed on that one. Jesse says,
Yeah.
Jesse Kirk, how do I say this? Jesse Curry?
Kiri.
Curie? Okay. Jesse says, is she a weeb? Are you a weeb? You watch anime and stuff?
Yeah. Not as much as I used to be anymore, but I guess.
What are you currently watching, or what are you interested in? Like, what were you watching last time?
um, the last thing I watched was the first episode of the new My Hero Academia
Okay.
season. I still haven't completed the whole thing. I still have to.
Same.
And the Firefighter anime. I don't know how it's called right now.
Uh,
Also, Seven Deadly Sins. I loved it.
oh, nice. I'm like, you want to know, I'm like behind in all the animes. Like, the last time I watched,
Yeah.
okay, well, I watched a new anime. I watched, what's it called? Demon Slayer? That's the last time I watched the anime. I didn't
Oh, I
watch
haven't watched
anything
that at
else.
all.
Demon Slayer is pretty good. It's got a lot of, it reminds me of like Inuyasha, you know? You ever watch
Mm.
Inuyasha back in the day? Or,
Um, I watched a bit of it, but not that much.
it's about
I used
killing
to watch
demons.
One Piece.
Oh yeah, One Piece. That's like a
Yeah,
million episodes
when it
though.
was on TV. Yeah. Oh God.
Fire Force is what,
Ah,
that's
when I
the
tried to pick
Fire
back
one.
up, I tried to pick up on where I last watched it while it was like on TV back then
Mm-hmm.
when it was like younger.
Yeah.
I could not find the episode I was on. I could
Oh
not
no.
find it. It was so hard to go through everything, and I was like, nope, I give up. Fuck it. No.
I get you. Secondly, my
Yeah.
mod says, what would you be the most fun moment in VR chat for you?
The most fun moments. Hard to say. There have been a lot. Um.
What's one of them?
Um. Oh. When I first did a few spook models
Okay.
and I scared my friends with it.
Yeah, spooky stuff.
It was yeah, it was funny. Or one of my favorite things that I used to do is also with the Robot Chicken avatar. Every time I used to meet people, I
Yeah.
used to just pull out that avatar to make them laugh, because it was just like an icebreaker as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
When you say rubber chicken, do you mean like the Walmart meme of a rubber chicken, or do you mean like
Wait,
RuneScape rubber
give me
chicken?
a second. Give me a second. Don't
Okay.
worry about it. I just stepped on my bed. Blech.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that one.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's like the Walmart one. That's because when you first said rubber
Yeet.
chicken, I was thinking of like, cause I'm old, so
I
I'm
hope
thinking
I
of,
know.
I was
I
thinking
hope I
of
woke no
the,
one up.
uh, I was thinking of the RuneScape rubber chicken, cause in RuneScape back in the day, you would get there's this one event where you get a rubber chicken and
Hmm?
you would hit people with it and it would make like like a chicken noise. That was like the original chicken meme,
Uh,
like way back in the day.
I never played RuneScape. It wasn't really a big thing, I think, over here in Germany, so I never really
Okay.
heard of it before.
Mm.
Like I started learning English really. So I just knew about the rubber chicken and the rubber chicken. I didn't even really like got the idea for the model myself. I was basically just in a call with like a friend of mine who
Hmm.
was going through like a Japanese site, and he
Yeah.
was like, "Stop, go back," and he showed me the rubber chicken. I was like, "Do it, do something with it, do it." And after I did it, he regretted everything.
Hmm.
He regretted giving me the idea. He was like, "Nope, don't involve me in this. I had nothing to do with this. I regret." it was funny to just show it to him. The other versions of it as well.
Hmm. When is Minecraft collab coming back?
Was it Jesse who asked it?
Yeah, it was.
Of course it was.
I gotta say, your English is pretty
We
damn
will
good
see.
for I'm assuming English is your second language.
Yeah, it is. I've been speaking English for 3-4 years now, I
Okay.
think.
Damn, German system is pretty
So
damn good.
I kind of learned it myself,
Okay.
and not the school system. The school system kind of like bores people.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, because probably most people are probably like, why would I need English? I live in Germany. Who cares?
yeah. Uh, Most people that actually kind of learn, like most of the English people learn, at least in my class
Mm-hmm.
or my old classmates, was basically through games.
Oh,
Because
video games.
yeah,
Of course.
yeah, or music.
Okay. Interesting. What's your hobby? Do you have any hobbies outside of gaming?
Um, I used to do soccer, but not anymore.
More about that VR
Because
life.
I kind, yeah, basically.
Okay. Um, I'm German too. My English is pretty decent. Okay. Well, I feel like I'm always me personally speaking here. I'm Canadian. I'm not actually American. A lot of people think I am. Um,
Mm.
and I only know English, and I know a little bit of French. That's because in Canada it's mandatory that we learn French for 5 years, at
Hmm.
least in my school system. And I don't remember
Yeah.
like anything of French at all. Like I can recognize when people speak certain language. I can definitely pick
Uh-huh.
up on like a few words and like maybe just, like
Yeah.
reverse translate to like English, but like I'm terrible. I only can know English, so I'm kind of jealous when people can speak multiple languages. Like you can speak German and English, so that means
Yeah.
that means in VR chat you could talk to somebody who's German and go to like the German world and talk to them. I can't. If I go there, they'll be like, "What are you doing, American? Shut up." I'm like, "Okay, I
I
gotta go."
mean, oh god. In my preschool, basically the first 4 years, I had to learn French mandatory,
Oh man.
but I never got the hang of it. And in fifth grade, we started learning English, like from scratch completely.
Mhm.
Um, so the first year of me learning English, I had the worst grades ever. But then I kind of like met, and like my first English friend, like who kind of became my best friend for a while, who helped me speak English
Hmm.
and helped me like get through it, and also YouTube as well. Um, so yeah, I
Interesting.
lost the train of thought.
Uh, Limex, is it possible to give away the rubber chicken? Would you ever give that away? The rubber
No,
chicken? Oh, okay.
I'm guessing Lucario said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was.
I'm pretty good at guessing that.
Damn, got him. Got your number.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeehaw. Any more questions, guys? We can wrap this up in a few minutes here. She knows. Of course. Picks up on people,
Of
you know?
course, you're the only one who wants the rubber chicken, Lucario.
If you could win something, what would it be? Money. Easy
Um,
clap.
yeah, basically to help out my family.
Yeah. I mean, as much as people say, it's the truth. You know, money does make the world go around.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I'm not saying it buys happiness. I'm just saying it makes the world go around. So, you know, pays
Yeah.
taxes, pays
Without money,
mortgages. Yeah.
nothing works.
Yeah, exactly. So paying off like a bunch of student loans and stuff, and help my
Hmm.
parents pay off their debt. That's what I would do. And then whatever I have left over, probably a good chunk of it, I'd probably just give it to charity. You know.
Yeah.
Anime titties. That's for your boyfriend, so I don't know why. Interesting.
Yeah.
Does your
Yeah.
boyfriend? Does your boyfriend? How do you feel about your boyfriend? Is he good to you? Do you like anime titties?
He is.
Got him. Is that easy?
God damn it. What was the question?
Is he nice to you, and does he like anime titties?
Yes and yes.
Oh. How come you're so
Yeah.
confident with that answer? How do you know?
I saw his Twitter feed.
Oh, how does it make you feel? You're just like, wow, what a true man.
Not phased.
Oh, okay,
Not phased at all.
okay, interesting. If you could speak one language, what would it be? If I could just learn a language, besides English, I don't know. What's the most like, well, the most spoken language I think is Mandarin or Chinese, right? I don't know if I want to speak
Mm.
Chinese. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe like Japanese or something. Because I think it'd be very beneficial to me to speak Japanese. Because then I can go to like the Japanese or Japan Shrine in VR chat and talk to them, and like
Mm.
because a lot of the Japanese community of VR chat are very intelligent. They're very smart. They know how to make stuff, and a lot of them can't speak any English or very little. So if I could speak their language, I could be like, hey, bring them on my talk show and be like, hello, and have them on. So that'd be cool.
Mm.
Your boyfriend just got exposed. His Twitter feed, man.
He's gonna punch me later.
Whoa, abusive, domestic abuse. Oh my god, what kind of relationship
No,
is
it was
this?
a joke. No,
Okay.
it was a joke.
If
It
it's
was a
not a
joke. He'll
joke, if
probably be
it
like,
just
"Yo,
wink three
what the
times.
fuck?"
Just blink 3 times. I wish I knew Canadian. Canadian's not a language. It's just a nationality. What's the deal with
Dude, I
airplane
wish I
food?
knew American then.
American?
Yeah.
Oh my god. She punches harder? Uh-oh. We'll take one or two more questions. Anyone last minute questions, and then we'll wrap it up here. Actually, do you have any questions for me? Asking you about me.
Um. Uh. I'm not good with being put on the spot.
Okay.
Uh.
Then don't worry about it then.
Also
I,
not. Yeah.
I always give an opportunity because in case, the guest wants to ask me questions. Thighs or titties? Or bitty? What? I think he meant to say titties, but he spelt it wrong. Thighs or titties? Thighs, man. What do you mean? Look at these thighs.
Yeah. Thighs.
Look at these
Thighs.
thighs.
Agreed.
Come on, you get thigh highs, you get the thigh squish, easy clap. Plus, these thighs can crush a man, so it's easy. Do you have a fear of rubber rooms, Limex?
I know exactly why that was said, but I'm not gonna go for it. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh,
I'm not gonna do it.
some inside joke, huh? Do you like rubber rooms? Hmm.
You wanna know what it is?
Yeah, sure.
Crazy? I was crazy once, and they locked me in a room, or a room with rats, and rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once, and they locked me in a room, or a room with rats, and rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once, and they locked me in a room, or a room with rats, and rats make me crazy. That goes on and on and on and on. You know?
What the
That's
heck?
basically the joke. Yeah.
End of my guess was crazy. What the heck? What the hell was that? Should I go? Should I leave?
As someone actually looped it to like I think 30 minutes or like an hour
Oh god.
or 25 minutes actually.
Imagine hearing that for an
So
hour.
yeah.
I'll actually go mental. Yeah, remix. Rubber room for rats. Did you make that? Or is that is that a nursery rhyme or something?
No, I actually got it off a Cryos Cards Against Humanity video.
Oh. Cards Against
Yeah.
Humanity. Now that's a throwback. Can't stream that game.
Yeah.
That's how you get banned real
Hell
quick.
no.
That's how you get banned real quick.
Hell no. Yeah.
That's a fun game though. I remember playing Cards Against Humanity. I remember finding it the first time. I was like, "Oh my god, where's this game been my whole life?" It's like the more messed up you are mentally, the better the game is.
I remember playing it once. I was so when I had to read out stuff, it was awful
Oh
because
yeah.
of the fact that I mostly did it when my parents were mainly there.
Uh-oh.
So I was always afraid that people would do what I say, even though they don't know English. But still, there's always that fear.
Does she want me to make even more remixes of her laugh, or is 44 enough? Mr. Biso?
Oh, no, it's just go in your chat.
Yeah, 44 remixes of your laugh?
Don't you dare.
Jesus.
Don't you dare. No. Remix Jessie, not me.
She says,
Leave
Jessie
me alone,
says,
goddammit.
she's gonna kill me, but what about the eggplant? Question mark. What's that referring
It's
to?
an insider between us. It's an insider.
What's the eggplant's good. What's wrong with eggplant?
Basically, Jessie was playing Honey Pop.
Oh yeah. That's an interesting game.
So he screen shared how he did it. Basically like the Candy Crush stuff of it, and he had an eggplant in his inventory, and I just was full invested. It was like, yo, give her the eggplant, and ever since then he's been saying that. Ever since that point on.
I'm learning some interesting things. Eggplants. His timeline full of anime titties. Interesting fellow.
Indeed he is.
Interesting. 44 remixes and a total of 174 clips of Limex saying random stuff. 14 clips of her laughing.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, that was the friend I was talking about who records me in
Oh
the
yeah.
chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I need someone to follow me around and clip everything, and maybe I'll get famous. 200 plus Jesse sound? Holy Christ.
Mhm.
What the heck,
Yeah, Jesse
man?
says a lot more fit than me.
Not as interesting once you meet me? Oh, okay. Well. Oh, well. Feels bad, man. Well, it's almost about time, so I think we'll wrap it up here. So what I'll do is I'll put the camera on you if you want to shout yourself out, which means like, say your Twitch, your Twitter, your YouTube, whatever you got going on, any projects you're working on in the future, you can also let people know, hey man, I'm working on some avatars or some videos or streams or something.
Um, so basically all I want to say is follow me on Twitch, LumX_X.
Hmm.
And yeah, I stream on Friday, Saturday, Sunday around 1 or 2 p.m. UST.
Okay.
We
If it,
UCT, sorry.
yeah, yeah. If you want more of this guinea pig, then I should go check her out, guys. Lumax_X. Go ahead, guys. Um. Anyway, again, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm your host, That One Rebel. It's my talk show,
No
Late Night
problem.
Rebel, and yeah, thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate this interview, and if you're more than welcome to come back for later at a later time in a few weeks, few months. If you want to come back and talk again, tell some stories. Um, but yeah, thank you so much for stopping by again. And before you go, we'll
No
take a
problem.
picture. So let me set
Mhm.
this up real quick here, because I have to like disable my cam. Boom. And actually stand up in real life. Whoa. I can't believe that. Who does that? And then disable the camera, re-enable it. Take a picture. I always take a picture because it's for the wall of my world.
Mhm.
So yeah. Are you ready? You see where the camera is? It's right here.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
All right. Always take two. Pro tip.